Welcome to Real Deep Understanding, where we explore books that challenge our thinking, help us grow, and give us the tools to succeed in life and business. Today, we are going deep into The Lean Startup by Eric Ries, a book that has transformed the way businesses are built and how entrepreneurs think about success and failure. Starting a business is exciting, but it is also filled with uncertainty. Many entrepreneurs believe they must create a perfect product before launching. They spend months, even years, developing their idea in secret, refining every feature, designing every detail, and preparing for a grand launch, only to find that no one is interested. This is one of the biggest reasons businesses fail. The traditional way of building a startup assumes that if you have a great idea and work hard enough, success will follow. But reality often doesn't work that way. The Lean Startup introduces a new way to build businesses that is faster, smarter, and less risky. It focuses on rapid experimentation, customer feedback, and adapting quickly rather than following a rigid plan. Instead of investing time and money into something that may not work, the Lean Startup teaches us to test ideas early, measure results, and pivot when necessary. It is about learning as quickly as possible what customers actually want and adjusting accordingly. This book is not just for business owners. It is for anyone with an idea they want to bring to life. Whether you're an entrepreneur, an innovator within a company, or someone trying to start a side project, the lessons from this book will help you think differently, avoid common mistakes, and move towards success with less waste. Let's break down the Lean Startup step by step and see how we can apply these principles to build better businesses, make smarter decisions, and create products and services that people truly want. Chapter 1. What is a Lean Startup? A Lean Startup is not about working with fewer resources or cutting corners. It is about working smarter by continuously testing ideas, gathering feedback, and improving based on what actually works rather than what we assume will work. In the traditional way of starting a business, companies spend months or years developing a product, then launch it with a big marketing campaign, hoping that customers will come. But what happens if people don't want what you built? All that time, money, and effort is wasted. A Lean Startup avoids this problem by starting small and learning fast. Instead of assuming what customers want, entrepreneurs use real-world experiments to test their assumptions early. This way, they don't invest in an idea that doesn't have a real market. Think of a Lean Startup like a scientist running experiments. Instead of making one big bet, a scientist runs multiple small tests, adjusting based on the results. The goal is to remove guesswork and replace it with data-driven decisions. For example, let's say you want to start a business selling healthy snacks. Instead of investing thousands of dollars in a full-scale manufacturing process, you could start by making a small batch at home and selling it at a local market. If people buy and give you positive feedback, you know there's demand. If they don't, you can tweak your product before scaling up. The Lean Startup minimizes waste by focusing on what is essential. It allows businesses to grow in a sustainable way by ensuring they are constantly learning from real customers, rather than relying on assumptions. Chapter 2. The Build, Measure, Learn cycle. At the core of the Lean Startup is a simple but powerful process called Build, Measure, Learn. It is a cycle that helps businesses test ideas quickly, measure how customers respond, and learn what works. The faster you go through this cycle, the faster you can improve and move towards success. Build, start by creating the simplest version of your idea. Instead of making a fully developed product, create a minimum viable product, MVP, something basic that still delivers value. Measure, get real customer feedback. Find out what they like, what they don't like, and whether they would actually pay for your product. Learn, analyze the results and decide what to do next. If customers love it, improve it. If they don't, pivot or change direction. This cycle allows businesses to test assumptions and make adjustments before it's too late. Instead of spending months perfecting a product that no one wants, entrepreneurs can quickly find out what customers need and adapt accordingly. For example, if someone wants to create a subscription box for pet owners, they could start by setting up a simple website offering pet products in a subscription format. Instead of buying thousands of products and building a warehouse, they could first see if people are even interested in the idea. If customers sign up, they know they're on the right track. If they don't, they can adjust before wasting money. This approach is fast, efficient, and reduces risk. The more cycles you go through, the better your product becomes based on real customer feedback. Chapter 3. Minimum Viable Product, MVP. Start small, learn fast. A minimum viable product, MVP, is the most basic version of a product that still provides value. It is not about launching a half-finished or low-quality product. It is about starting small to test ideas quickly. An MVP allows entrepreneurs to test whether people are actually interested in their idea. Get real customer feedback early. Avoid wasting time and money on unnecessary features. There are different types of MVPs, including landing page MVP, creating a simple website explaining the product and seeing if people sign up. Concierge MVP, manually providing a service before automating it. For example, before building an app, personally offering the service to see if people want it. Fake door MVP. Advertising a product that doesn't exist yet. If enough people show interest, the entrepreneur knows it's worth developing. A famous example is Dropbox. Instead of building a complex software platform right away, the founders made a simple video showing how the product would work. Thousands of people signed up, proving there was demand before they even wrote a single line of code. This method helps startups focus on what truly matters. Instead of spending years developing something nobody wants, they test small and let customers guide the way. Chapter 4. Pivot or persevere, knowing when to change direction. A pivot is when a startup changes direction based on customer feedback. Sometimes an original idea doesn't work, but a small adjustment leads to success. Signs you might need to pivot. Customers aren't excited about your product. People say they like it, but nobody buys it. You're spending money, but growth is slow. Successful companies have pivoted many times. Instagram started as a location-based check-in app, but users were mostly using the photo feature. So they pivoted into a photo sharing app and became hugely successful. YouTube started as a video dating site, but when they saw people uploading random content, they pivoted into a general video sharing platform. A pivot is not a failure, it is an adjustment based on reality. Instead of stubbornly sticking to an idea that isn't working, smart entrepreneurs change direction and find what truly works. Conclusion. The Lean Startup teaches us to think differently about building businesses. Instead of spending years developing an idea in secret, we should test, measure, and adapt quickly. To summarize, start small with an MVP. Use the build, measure, learn cycle to test ideas. Listen to customers and use real data, not assumptions. Be ready to pivot if something isn't working. Keep improving and iterating instead of making one big bet. This approach reduces risk, saves money, and increases the chances of success. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a freelancer, or someone launching a side project, the Lean Startup method can help you move forward faster and smarter. Thank you for watching Real Deep Understanding. If this summary was helpful, subscribe for more deep dives into life-changing books. Hit the like button and comment below. What idea are you working on, and how can you test it the Lean Startup way? Remember, start small, learn fast, and build something people truly want.